Hi guys, Annette, stay-at-home crafter again. Now I'm back for part 2 of my corner to corner crochet. Here you can see with this yarn that I got from Michaels, this is what happens. It automatically, because it's variegated, automatically gives you these beautiful blocks of color. So you have the purple, the pink. This is like a greenish gray color, which is lovely. So now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to increase anymore. I'm just going to show you how to decrease. So I'm going to do the last 3 clusters on this row, and then I'll show you what I do. Okay, so here we wrap around. I go very fast. If you saw my video yesterday, it's very hard for me to go very slow when I crochet. And I don't think I go too fast. I think I go slow, but you know, when my friends watch me crochet, they're like, wow, look at how fast you go. I guess it's like knitting. If you know what you're doing, then it's easy. Okay, again, you wrap your yarn around your hook. You insert it into between the chain 3 and the first double crochet you made of the next cluster. Grab your yarn, pull it straight through. Grab your yarn again and pull through the 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to make 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to get to my last cluster. Now typically to increase, you chain 3 and you do 3 more half double crochets, but we're not going to do that now. We're going to start decreasing. So instead of chaining 3 and doing 3 double crochets or half double crochets, you're going to again do your slip knot. So you're going to take your hook, insert it between the chain 3 and the first stitch, grab your yarn, pull through, do your slip stitch, okay, chain 1, turn your work around, okay, so you can see you have this corner. Let me see if I can, I don't know if I can go in or out a little more. I guess not. Well, whatever. Okay. So instead of increasing, I just chained 3 and ended that row. Now I'm going to do, or not chain 3, I slip stitched. Here you go. You're going to slip stitch 1, 2 into these stitches up here, 3, till you get to this space, 4. Remember, you did 3 half double crochets and the chain 3, so that's 4 stitches that you're going to skip. Now you're going to do another slip stitch, then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do your half double crochets again. And I'll show you what this does in a second. This creates a corner. It creates a corner, and it doesn't look flat right now, but this is going to get pulled out. So this becomes a nice square corner on here. So let's keep going to the end. Now I'm not very good yet at editing on YouTube. I don't know how many of you have landlines. I don't answer my landline. We keep it to get doctor appointment messages, things like that, but we don't use our landline at all. Rarely. I mean, we do have the answering phone attached to it just in case it's, you know, something important, if somebody needs to get a hold of us for whatever reason. But I don't really we don't really use it. I can't remember the last time I called anybody on the landline, ever. Really, it's been forever, because, you know, these are the days of the cell phone, and we keep our cell phone in our back pocket. It is a warm day. I'm out here on Long Island, and it is warm and humid, and I don't want to open the windows right now, only because if I do, my Jackson, he's a Wheaten Terrier, he goes crazy. He hears things, and I don't know if any of you have Wheatens, but he's a crazy boy. We call him Dumas. Dumas because he's a doomy. He's a doomy doggy. He really is. He's a crazy boy. Anything sets him off. So took him to the groomer the other day, and he hated that. And it takes him a few days to calm down from going to the groomer. I actually have to give him a sedative before he goes to the groomer and before he goes to the vet, because he's so crazy. He really is. So I'm just doing the clusters the exact same way that I did in the first part. You know, I'm just trying to go as fast as I can. Okay, we've got, this is the last cluster for this row. I know you see 2 here, but it's the last cluster because I'm decreasing now, so I don't want to increase. So this will be my last cluster. Let me pull a little more yarn out. Okay. Is that 3? I think that's 2. I'll do a third. I'll do another one just for the sake of it. Okay, so I finished this. So now what I'm going to do, again, I'm not going to increase, I'm going to decrease. So I'm going to slip stitch between the chain 3 and the first half double crochet that I made. So that means you just put your hook in, you grab your yarn, and you're going to pull it through the loop that was on your yarn, okay? And you do a chain 1 for good measure. Turn your work around. Okay, now remember we had 3 half double crochets plus the chain 3, so that's 4 stitches. So I'm going to do a slip stitch through these stitches, 1, 2, 3, oh, I missed one. Silly me. Okay. Again. Let me fix this. Oopsies. That's what happens. I'm thinking of other things right now. I'm thinking that it's warm and I want to turn the air conditioner on. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So now we're going to slip stitch till we get to that space between the chain 3 and the first half double crochet. Just slip stitch. And it also gives you a nice finished edge when you slip stitch through these. Okay, see, now I have this corner done. So now I'm going to slip stitch through or between these 2 stitches. You just slip it through, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to work on your clusters again. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the video, and then I'm going to come back when I get to the end of the row again, okay? Okay, I'm at the end of this row. See, I have 1, 2, 3 little points. We're going to do 1 more cluster here. Then we're going to slip stitch this to this, okay? So we're going to do our cluster. Has anybody been watching anything good on TV? I've been watching Widow's Bay, which I think is really good. Okay, I finished this cluster. Now I'm going to do a cluster in here. No, I'm going to do a cluster in here as well. That's right. We're going to do this cluster right here. To bring this up to the same height. Now we're going to slip stitch this to this. So see, I'm going through that chain 3, and there's that first half double crochet. Now I'm going to slip stitch, chain 1, flip it over, and look, you can see how the yarn color is changing. And see, it makes a very nice diagonal pattern. See how that's looking? Isn't that cute? It's coming out very cute. So I flipped it over. Now I'm going to slip stitch through these 3 half double crochets, and when I get to my chain 3, now do another cluster. And then we're going to do that all the way to the bottom. And what you're doing is you're decreasing now. So these rows are going to get smaller and smaller and smaller, just like this, okay? Or just like this, I don't know if you can see it. So these rows are going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And then you'll have a nice square blanket. So let me pause this again and let me do a few more rows. Okay, I'm back. I'm almost done, but I want to show you how this is coming out. See, we have a nice square. We have the colors that change. Again, you use the variegated yarn with the different colors in it, and you get nice diagonal lines on it. Now, I'm just about done. So I've got just one more cluster to make in this row. And then I'm going to attach it or decrease. I'll attach it to decrease. Again, I want to show you to decrease. Okay, you're not going to increase into this last stitch. You're just going to slip stitch the clusters together. You're going to chain it, or single crochet, I'm sorry. Now you're going to slip stitch into the top of these stitches that you just made, the top of these half double crochets. Okay, and then you're going to chain 3. And you're going to do another cluster, another 3 half double crochets. And it goes, to me, it goes quicker when you start to decrease, because you're decreasing from both sides. So it just really goes very quick. That's why I love doing this corner to corner crochet. It goes very quick. It makes a really nice, fast, easy project. You can make a nice baby blanket in a weekend. 2 weekends you can make a nice lapgan. Depends on how fast and how much time you have. But, you know, and also the thicker the yarn, the quicker it goes. Okay, so see, I finished this row already. So now I'm going to slip stitch it right here. Slip stitch. Do a chain 1. Now I'm going to slip stitch to the top of this last cluster that I made. Oops, did not mean for that to come out. Okay. Chain 3, and then we're going to make another cluster because we're coming to the end now. Remember when we started, we went 1, 2, 3. So now we're down to basically 2. If it cooperates. And then after 2, it goes down to 1, obviously. And then we fasten off, and then we can do a nice border around it. Whatever border you choose, you can just slip stitch around the edge. You can do a single crochet around the edge. You can do a border stitch around the edge. It's up to you. Okay, so I did these 2. Now I'm going to slip stitch, connect it, chain 1, okay, now I'm going to do my last stitches. Do my slip stitch through the top of this cluster, chain 3, 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and now I'm just going to attach it. Okay, now I'm going to fasten off. So to fasten off, I just do a chain, and then I'm going to slip stitch a couple of stitches. Whoops. There we go. Now I'm going to cut the yarn. Put that down. And I'm just going to knot this end like so. And then you could take a darning needle or a, oh, I forget the name of the needle, but then you can just sew it through, or you could just, sometimes what I do is I just pull it through. If it wants to go through, it doesn't seem to want to go through there. Okay, there we go. And I just keep pulling it through. I wrap it around and I pull it through, because what you're going to do is you're going to put a border around it. And then when you do your border, you can incorporate this into your border so nobody will see it. So this is my square corner to corner crochet. And that's it. And I hope you like it. Please give me a thumbs up. Thanks. Bye-bye.